What's up, guys, and welcome back to TGK TV. It's your boy TGK. I'm not going to waste any time. I usually have a preview video to start the video with, but because there's really like no highlight footage of the Patriots and the Cowboys, can't do it this week. But this is such a big game that we really need to dig into narratives. We need to dig into coaching, talent, defense, offense, and make a prediction on this game. And we're about to do that right now. So first thing first, the Dallas Cowboys are going to face the New England Patriots in Gillette Stadium. And they're going to play in the afternoon game, which is, I think, going to be America's Game of the Week on Fox. Now, before I get into this game, I do really want to talk about the narratives. I love narratives. I'm a narrative guy. I love the narrative talks. I know there's a lot of people out there that like the X's and O's and all that good stuff, which I could get into as well, or talk about like the talents and the players and all this good stuff. But I want to talk about the quick narratives that involve this game. One of the narratives being that the New England Patriots are on a 20-game home winning streak, and the Dallas Cowboys have a chance to end that streak this weekend. We will see. The other narrative that is very relevant right now to the Dallas Cowboys is that Dallas Cowboys, quote unquote, have not beat a winning team. And this is another prime example of not being able to beat a winning team. This is a 9-1 football club. Can we officially be a winning team? And if we end up beating a winning team, for it to be against the Patriots, that would be massive. But let's get into less of narrative talk and let's get into actual footnotes of this game. So if you saw my preview video last week, I talked about, everybody wanted Coach Garrett out of Dallas and they wanted to fire him after the Minnesota Vikings loss. And I also told everybody, watch, you want him out now, but the moment we beat the Lions, you're going to be like, oh, we're going to beat the Patriots. And that is exactly what I see across the board. Everybody in Dallas is super, super confident that we could go in Foxborough and beat the Patriots after we beat the Lions. And I said it, I know this fan base like the back of my hand. I know we're fickle in certain ways and certain aspects. I still don't like Garrett. I still want him gone regardless. But I want to talk about coaching, right? In this game, we're talking about one of probably the best head coach of football of our entire lifetime in Bill Belichick versus the most overrated, overprotected, underperforming coach of our Cowboys lifetime. Coach Garrett is that guy. Coach Garrett is just, when we comparing coaches, Coach Garrett is on the bottom of that totem pole, and you got Bill Belichick at the very, very mountaintop. Now, Coach Garrett and Bill Belichick are not playing on the football field, of course, but their impact is felt through their strategy, their schemes, and how they draw up the plays. Bill Belichick is, again, one of the greatest coaches of all time, probably the greatest football coach ever. And if you were to tell me who has the edge on this one, I'm going to go Bill Belichick by 100,000 miles. The next one, let's go into the talent. The talent between these two teams are actually pretty big. The Dallas Cowboys has tons of talent when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, and they have tons of talent when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. The same cannot be said for the New England Patriots offense. They need people. The only people that you can really name is Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, James White, and the other running back that they got, Sony Michel, right? And then they got a few other wide receivers. I remember, he got Myers, Mohamed Sanu. So they got some decent names on the offensive side of the ball. When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, you got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Randall Cobb, Michael Gallup, Blake Jarwin, and you got the whole offensive line that you could just really name. I'm not going to do that. But there is a big disparity when it comes to the offensive side. But when we go into the defensive side of the ball, it is a little bit more, the Patriots are more secondary based. They have a better secondary than they do have a defensive line. And what Bill Belichick does is that he's just so damn great at being able to create pressure with whoever he has at defensive line that it's kind of a wash for me. I feel like our defensive line is better. However, I think the amount of talent that we have on defense is better than the New England Patriots talent. It's just the New England Patriots just are coached better. And so it appears that they have immense amount of talent when they're just very disciplined and they're very well schemed and they're very well coached. So as far as talent, the Cowboys have way more talent than the Patriots do, but on the field, we're going to see how it looks. Now, let's talk about the Patriots' defense. They have the best passing defense in the league. And then when they're at home, they have the best home defense in the league. And they literally are top 3 in every single category on the defensive side of the ball at home. The Cowboys have the best passing offense in the league, which is crazy when you think about that. Now, as far as the on the road passing offense that they have, it's still number 1. It's just the rushing is not there. So right now we're going to go into a hostile environment. You already know the New England Patriots. They want to be the new America's team, and Tom Brady hates the Cowboys. I'm pretty sure Bill Belichick does too. And we're going to go over there, and we haven't beat them in so long, and we're trying to beat them this one time, and they've won 20 games in a row at home. And you look at it, it's like Dak Prescott is going to have to find a way to beat their defensive passing scheme. They have the best defensive team when it comes to the passing and even rushing. Overall, they're a great team defensively. So what can we do to beat them? Can our passing offense continue this hot streak that has been going on? I don't know. Again, it's New England Patriots. It just, for some reason, they make you uncomfortable. They make you question what you're doing. You're out there at quarterback, and you don't necessarily have the full confidence to go into that environment and get a win. Now, I do have faith in Dak Prescott in this game. I think Dak Prescott will perform pretty well. He's always been one that's been composed and very clutch when it comes to Dak Prescott and coming up big in games. He does come up big in games. It just, for the most part, as you know and seen this year, is this team, the overall coaching, the overall strategy lets him down. Now, to me, if you were to ask me what the strategy should be for the Dallas Cowboys, honestly, I feel like we cannot afford to get down early in the game. We need to have a touchdown on the first drive. We need to establish the run. I think establishing the run is major in this game because their passing defense is that lethal. I think if we could get Zeke going and then mix it up with Pollard and make this a running game in the trenches, I think the Dallas Cowboys actually have a shot. I think overall the Cowboys have an opportunity to upset the New England Patriots and end their winning streak. It's just, there's one thing about it. We're facing Bill Belichick. And I think in this game, we saw last week with the Detroit Lions with Jeff, the backup quarterback, he actually lit us up in a way. And I feel like this might be one of those games for Tom Brady where he's going to come in here. He's been pissed off about his frustration with the offense and how they've been playing. And I think he's going to have a really good game against the Cowboys defense because we really haven't shown the type of defense that we were last year. And we haven't been that defense at all this year. So I think with that being said, I think Tom Brady and Bill Belichick find a way to end up scoring points on us and lighting us up. And I think Dak Prescott just doesn't have enough to combat that because of how great their defense is. And I honestly feel like the Dallas Cowboys are going to end up losing this game. Now, I've seen a lot of people out there saying that the Cowboys are going to beat the Patriots. We're going to beat the Patriots. I feel like we have a chance. I'm not going to lie. There is that gut feeling that you feel that the Cowboys could win. But at the end of the day, we are. All right, guys. So my light died. But back to my point. But at the end of the day, we are facing Bill Belichick. And I'm not going to bet against Bill Belichick. I think Dallas Cowboys will end up taking the L in this game. And hopefully the Philadelphia Eagles could lose as well to keep us ahead of them. But I do feel like the Cowboys have a chance. Now, let's get into the spread. Let's get into the Vegas odds. The spread is 45 points. I feel that they will go over it. And they have the Patriots favored by 6.5. So basically a touchdown they have them favored by. To me, I think the Patriots win 27-24. They go over the spread, but they don't cover. It'll be a lot closer of a game than maybe Vegas thinks it's going to be. But I just don't think the Cowboys will find a way to pull this off, especially because of coaching. I think coaching is what kills us in the end of this game. But it's going to be probably a very close, tight game. It's going to be very entertaining. And I think everybody will enjoy at least watching this game. But I think we're going to lose. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. It's been your boy TGK, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.